Hey, what's up? I'm headed to the Science of the Mind Spiritual Center. It appeared when I Googled, when I searched for churches, and so I guess that counts. Yeah, I'm here right on time, and there's a meditation beforehand, so I better get in there. There it is behind me. It's in a Masonic building, but a lot of those Masons, they lease out their space for other people. I think that's the case here. All right, like I said, I'm like right on time, so I'm gonna head in right Alright, I just got out and there's the Masonic seminar right behind me. So the service was a little different. It started off with like a 15-minute meditation where you basically sit there silently, and it's sort of like a sermon meditation combined because it was a guided meditation. So she kind of touched on various aspects of some sort of doctrine. There's a book inside there called The Science of the Mind by, I took a picture of it. So I'll include that in this video, and it has got the author right there. So that's kind of what this is all based on. But it's a lot of it was very familiar to me in the form of sort of like New Age spirituality movement, where you're hearing a lot of talk about consciousness, and as well as the integration of the idea of the accumulation of wealth. It's like finances are sort of combined in a lot of this New Age spirituality kind of thing, where like it's a lot about abundance and not just surviving in this world, but also using your faith to thrive. And so you saw a lot of that while we were here. Yeah, so there's a 15-minute meditation, and there was about a 15-minute break, and then her name was Reverend Pam something. It's in here. I took a picture of it. I'm not very good with names, as you can tell. And then she went through a sermon, which was about, touched on quite a few topics, but kind of like this integration of God, consciousness, and just, peace on earth that everyone kind of seems to want in some way, shape, or form, having a good life. It was a very lively group. It ended with a sort of this circle where we all held hands and sung a song, and the band, I'm glad I got a recording of that. They had a full piece band there, and the songs they sang were like they played like a classic hit. I don't know, like it's just one of those songs you hear a bunch of times that maybe you never really like went and bought, right? But you've heard it on the radio, and you hear it at weddings, and you hear it in movies and stuff like that. They played some popular songs, and then they also played just some songs themselves. But it was like a 5, 6, 7 piece. They had guitars, drums, keyboards. They had the whole 9 yards as far as that. So complete band, people getting up singing and dancing. So yeah, and then afterwards they had like this book table I looked at, which is where I snapped a picture of the text that I guess is very important. It's not so much about this place wasn't so much about worship as it was about sort of presenting a certain message, a certain ideology, a frame of consciousness, I guess. Yeah, so a lot of it resonated with me, kind of some of the things I talk about. It was good. So yeah, the Science of the Mind Spiritual Center, right behind me, on Sundays, I guess, because every other day it's just a Masonic building. All right, beautiful Sunday. All right, Dan out.